Today we're going to be making a really easy recipe for lemon bars. So the way that we're going to make this a super easy recipe is that we are going to add a sugar cookie mix to the bottom of our pan instead of the traditional shortbread. Not only is it going to save time, but I don't know a person on the planet who doesn't love sugar cookies. They may be out there, but I don't know them. So anyway, I'm going to start off by making the crust, and then I'm going to show you how I make the filling, and we'll put it all together for the perfect recipe. So we're going to start off by taking 8 tablespoons of butter. That actually equals 1/2 cup. So mine is really hard. It's been in the refrigerator, so I'm just going to throw it in the microwave for about 10 to 15 seconds just to kind of soften it up a little bit. I don't want it completely melted, but I do want it softer. So I've preheated my oven to 375 degrees. I've got my butter melted, and all I'm going to do now is add my prepared sugar cookie mix. This is a mix I got at Aldi, but you can get them anywhere. And we're not going to use the mixer for this. We're actually going to mix this up with a spoon, and then we're going to press it into our pan. So I'm going to start off by just mixing the butter and the cookie dough. And you can see how nice it works when you get your butter kind of softened up. If you try to do this when it's real hard, it's just not going to work. We're going to make this into a big flat cookie, I guess you'd call it. And I'm going to put an egg in here. It calls for 1 egg. So now all we're going to do, it says to add a tablespoon of water. So I've got that all measured out. I'm going to put that in, maybe 1/2 tablespoon. And then some recipes say you need parchment paper, whatever. I'm going to just cut these right out of the pan, so I'm not going to use any parchment paper for this. This is going to work out fine for me. So like I said, we're going to get our hands kind of dirty for this. It's kind of a messy recipe. Now, once we make the lemon mix, this won't be messy at all. It's just making this sugar cookie recipe that we want to make sure we get everything all mixed together. So this looks good. It looks like it's kind of holding its shape. So I did spray my 8x8 pan. All I'm going to do is put my cookie dough into the bottom of the pan, and I'm just going to press this down to make a solid crust. You want to try to get it as even as possible, and I'm going to have it come up a little bit on the sides. So I have a friend coming over tomorrow for lunch. She's going to be stopping and picking up some Mediterranean food, and she's bringing the actual lunch. And so I'm going to make some strawberry lemonade. I did a little sampling a couple of days ago to see if I wanted that or a passion tea. And if you're interested how I made that, I'm going to link it right up above. Feel free to click on that video if you want to see how I make my strawberry lemonade. And this is all we're going to do. We're just going to get this nice and pressed down. We want this to hold together when we cut it. All right, so all I'm going to do now, I'm going to wash my hands, and then I'm going to throw this in the oven for anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes. Now we're going to cook it with our lemon mixture, but I want to get this kind of pre-cooked a little bit so that it's nice and solid and not, not done on the middle of the cookie dough after we get baking it. If you're enjoying this video today, can you consider subscribing to my channel? I'd love to have you as part of my family. Give me a like, a thumbs up, or hit the bell for future notifications. So while our crust is continuing to cool, we're going to start our filling. So we're going to start off by zesting 1 lemon. We actually need a tablespoon of lemon zest. So I have this little container. I really love it. It kind of holds the lemon zest or the orange zest right inside of it. I'm going to measure it just as soon as I get enough of this lemon zest to measure a tablespoon. Make sure to wash your lemons. And this is one of the things that's really going to give this lemon bar, its flavor is the zest. You want to make sure you're not zesting the white pith. You just want the lemony part of it. So I'm going to measure this, see if I've got a tablespoon. I think I probably do. So 1 lemon is going to give you exactly a tablespoon of zest. So I'm actually going to just leave mine in here until we're ready. All right, and then all I'm going to do is juice my lemons. These 2 little ones are from the grocery store, and then I have 1 big lemon that I got off of the tree in the back. So we're gonna juice all of these. We need a 1/2 cup of lemon juice. So on my particular hand mixer, I actually have a little whisk attachment for this. So this is how I'm gonna put this together. So I'm gonna start off by creaming together my sugar and my eggs. All right, at this point, I'm gonna add my lemon zest and my 1/2 cup of lemon juice. And I'm doing this on low. I'm gonna pick up the speed in a little bit, but initially I just wanna get this blended together. Now I've got a 1/2 cup of flour. I'm gonna put in about 1/2 of that and just give it a little whisk. Okay, I'm gonna get a spatula and I'm just gonna, clean up the sides of the pan. Now, as you can see, our crust is kind of come down a little bit. It's not nearly as thick as it was when it first came out of the oven. So all I'm gonna do is pour this topping right over my crust. I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees. I'm gonna cook this for 30 minutes, but I'm gonna check it in 20, and I'll show you how it looks as soon as it comes out of the oven. My lemon bar mixture is completely done. You can see it's browned on the sides. It's a little bit brown on top, but we're gonna dust that with powdered sugar, so it's gonna be absolutely delicious. And I need to let it sit out for a little while and just cool, and then I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator to chill before serving it. So my lemon bars are done. I've cut one, and I'm gonna put a little bit of powdered sugar over my lemon bar. Let's give this lemon bar a try. You can see it's got a nice, beautiful crust. It's gonna continue setting up tonight, but I wanted to try it just for you guys. All right, let's give it a try. Boy, that is good. That is the perfect lemon bar. If you want an easy to make lemon bar, try the hack with the sugar cookie mix. It's the way to go. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you joining me today. If you enjoyed this, please give me a like or a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.